Good evening. How's everybody doing today? Today, we're going to be doing resentment. Okay? So, kids, think about what I have to say on this. Okay? Resentment means you're in your head stewing about what just fucking happened that pissed you off, or made you sad, or hurt you in some way. Okay? This will be a type of emotion that gets boggled up because it's an internal analyzing how do I describe this so it's simple? You're psychoanalyzing yourself, okay? You're questioning yourself. You're having doubts, okay? Resentment or bitterness is a complex, multi-layered emotion that has been described as a mixture of disappointment, disgust, and anger. Okay? Other psychologists consider it a mood or a secondary emotion. Okay? Resentment, it says, also known as ranklement. Never even heard that. This must be Europe or UK or something. But bitterness, that's basic. You read that line. It is defined as a feeling of indignant disappointment or persistent ill will at something regarded as a wrong, insult, or injury. The word originates from Old French ressentir, meaning to feel again, reflecting the psychological process of reliving a past offense repeatedly. Unlike immediate anger, which is often a reactive response to current threat, resentment is a prolonged, internalized state that focuses on remembering harms. Okay. Something may not have harmed you physically, but it does mentally. Okay. So you really got to do as I teach. Okay. Express yourself in the moment. Don't bottle it up because you will start resenting someone. Okay. Whether it's boyfriend or girlfriend, parent, teacher, boss, friend, family relative, sibling, cousin, you name it. Okay. I don't resent my sisters. I just don't give a fuck. My kids know this. I got the I don't give a fuck attitude when it comes to shit like that. I have a fucking short thread when it comes to bullshit. I nip it in the ass, and I fucking disown the people, basically. I don't speak to them no more. Okay? Shunning, basically. Don't force yourself to keep it in because you'll start internalizing, psychoanalyzing yourself. And that's what creates all this angst, bitterness against somebody or something that did something wrong to you. Okay? Causes and triggers. Resentment typically arises from a perceived injustice, mistreatment, or betrayal where the individual feels powerless to change the situation. Common sources include perceived wrongdoing, feeling taken advantage of, publicly humiliated, or discriminated against. Unmet expectations, experiencing a gap between what was expected from others or oneself and reality often leads to feelings of being undervalued. Okay? We talked about this in previous videos of feeling undervalued or self-worth, self-confidence. The unmet expectations. Using me as an example again, being told that I was going to be a family man at this date. She was going to come home. and she fucking wandered off and got married to a fucking boy toy. Okay? Unexpected expectations. And that goes along with when you set your say that differently. Dwayne Knowles said it better. Let me see if I can remember how he said it. Dwayne Knowles, the cowboy, he's on YouTube. He's got his own 2 YouTube channels. One is Dry Creek Wrangler School, and the other one is the Tack Room, Tack Shed Bible Talk or something like that. I forget. Anyway. Having high expectations, getting your hopes up on the high expectations, is a breeding ground for great disappointment. Okay? So, with everything in life, you have to take it with a grain of salt. And sure, you need to learn to trust people, but to a point. Okay? And there's been so many examples in my life where I just can't trust too many people. It just happens that way. Yeah, let's just stick with that. Okay. Power imbalances. It frequently occurs when a person feels they cannot express anger directly due to fear of consequences, such as in abusive relationships or oppressive work environments. Okay, this also applies to my kids. Okay, when you're in an oppressive household, being obligated to say and do certain things, or feeling the feeling of fear and not being able to express your anger because the fear of consequences of mouthing off or speaking your mind or saying, I'm not calling you fucking dad no more, whatever. You know what I'm saying? When I told that motherfucker I wasn't going to call him dad no more, we tore up the fucking living room. He threw me across the fucking living room. I fucking jumped up and fucking just went fucking psycho on his ass. Self-blame. Some perspectives suggest resentment involves anger at oneself for allowing the incident to occur or for failing to set boundaries, which is then projected onto others. Okay, so self-blame is even more complex. Okay, I've gone through that. Okay, I have self-blame because I wasn't there for you guys. Okay, I feel guilty. While at the same time, I have to keep reminding myself that I was led astray, I was lied to. All 3 mothers did something, whatever, to prevent me from being a family man. Okay, prevent me from being a part of your life. Okay, and with each of your mothers, I stayed in the area as long as I could, and then I moved on. Okay. And even having to take that choice and move on to better myself, to take care of myself, I still had that shame of self-blame, of thinking it was all my fault, or I'm not trying hard enough, or I didn't do enough then. And we can't self-blame ourselves for those things because in that moment, we didn't know how to handle things. Okay? In the moment, everybody goes through this. It doesn't matter if you're a U.S. Marshal or federal agent, or FBI agent. They're both federal agents. If you're high high grade training motherfucker, or if you're just some low life private in the army. Okay? It doesn't matter your lifestyle, your education, your training. Okay? Even the badass, high trained motherfuckers have self doubt. And when they fuck up, they have self blame. Okay? It's kind of a part of taking responsibility for your actions, while at the same time, you have high expectations for yourself, but you don't reach it. So you feel like you failed. You blame yourself because you didn't do good enough. Okay? You can't hold on to that. You have to understand that you are still young, you're learning, and yes, you're gonna fuck up. Dad fucks up. Y'all's moms fuck up. Okay? But we move forward, we learn from it. Well, not all of them learn from it. Signs and impact. Resentment manifests through both emotional and behavioral signs that can significantly affect well-being. Emotional signs: persistent bitterness, a sense of being wronged, envy, and anger that does not fade with time. Behavioral signs: rumination, playing it back in your head, withdrawal from relationships, passive-aggressive behavior, and keeping score of past mistakes. Okay. Rumination, replaying the person, place, or thing or event in your head over again. Withdrawal from relationships. This is not just a one-on-one relationship with your spouse or boyfriend or girlfriend. Okay. It could be friends. It could be family. It could be shine puppy. Okay. When you get into your head, you seriously just push everybody away in a way that you're not telling everybody to go away, but just by your behavior and your withdrawal from socializing, this will keep you stuck in your head. Okay? And then the passive-aggressive behavior comes out. Okay? This is a part of the resentment. You're inwardly thinking about the issue, and if you have to interact with the person, you passively, aggressively say or do something just to piss them off. That's keeping score. Okay? Health consequences. If left unaddressed, chronic resentment can lead to mental health issues like anxiety and depression. I just said that. Okay. As well as physical problems, including high blood pressure, because your heart rate is up and you're fucking constantly getting pissed off in your head. Okay. Muscle tension. When I was dealing with Amber in Washington State, I had major back issues. I don't have those issues anymore. The doctor was saying it was fucking smoking, but I gave up tobacco trying to think, that was the issue. It wasn't. It was the stress level. It was. Headaches. I used to have fucking daily headaches with Amber and with Katie. Okay. A weakened immune system. I was constantly getting sick in Washington State. In relationships, it erodes trust and intimacy. You break somebody's trust by doing stupid things, or somebody does stupid things to you. You just can't trust them no more. Okay? And it takes a lot to earn somebody's trust back. So, if they lose my trust, they're disowned. Okay? And then intimacy, this part's for the relationship side of things. If you're in a relationship or married and you lose trust in somebody, you don't want to be in bed with them. You don't want to have sex with them. Okay? This often leads to emotional distance or separation. Okay, that was it for this reading. I just wanted to make sure we hit home on this one, because I don't want my kids going through high school or teens, or my older kids that are moving out, to have things bottled up inside. Okay? From what I understand with my interaction with Star, my sister, she has some type of resentment against me. I don't know what it is. I don't think she follows me on any social media, so she wouldn't know about any of these videos. I wish she did. I wish she would watch them. I don't have any resentment towards her, but she has towards me. And I don't quite understand it. I know I've lost a lot of memories, and I can't remember a whole lot about childhood. I remember more high school time frame, but I can't remember like that big. That picture that I showed in one of my videos, sitting on Grandpa's lap, I don't even remember doing that. I don't remember that picture. I was 8 years old. I can't remember. Kind of lost track. We'll get back to it, I guess. When I went into the Marine Corps, I had resentment towards McDonald because of what he did. Okay. But as I grew up, I lost that resentment. Even though it may sound like I am in some of my videos. But it's not. It's not even keeping score either. Okay? Talking about life and the things that have happened to you and being able to do it in a calm way is healthy. Okay? And for those that cannot admit the truth and they keep living behind the lie and the mask, their life is just going to keep getting more complex and fucked up. Okay? You can only tell so many lies before they compound into a fucking snowball of shit. And somebody's going to call you out for it. Okay. Talking about this should help you understand that you need to keep a separation of your emotions from your socializing. Okay? Now I would try to express that your emotions should be saved for your boyfriend or girlfriend, your immediate family, extended family, and that's it. Okay? Everybody else that's a friend outside the house, a co-worker, or just somebody you meet. Okay? I want to explain this. The professional mindset, okay? When you go out the house, even if you're going to Walmart, okay? Treat everybody the same. Keep a level tone. Keep a level mindset, okay? Talk to everybody as if you were at work, or talk to everybody as if you're going into the bank or somewhere serious where you need to be professional when you speak to somebody. Okay? This will help you keep the detachment of emotions off of you while you're doing your day-to-day things, okay? Allowing someone to irk your nerves and get at your emotions, that builds resentment in you against that person, okay? Also, when you're just tolerating things that are happening in your relationship as their quirk or that's just them kind of attitude, no, okay? You start bottling that up and resenting being around them, even choosing them, and it just makes you bitter and mean, okay? I was talking to Noah the other day, and I was expressing to him the same kind of thing. And I kept reminding him, like, we both got the same kind of personality and attitude. And I wasn't even fucking there to raise him. And that's the fucking wild part. Like, we're so much identical in personality. I know it drives his mom fucking crazy. But anyway, we have to check ourselves. And I was telling him the same thing. Address the person, place, or thing or event in a professional manner. Keep your fucking emotions out of it. And if that's how you need to take care of your boyfriend or girlfriend, then fucking do it. Okay? I'm going to share on camera what I've been sharing with Noah about the I need to come up with a better phrase, because saying the phrase to Noah is probably inappropriate on camera. The silent ending. Okay. Okay, so if you're on a date, okay, just go with me. If you're on a date, she's sitting in the truck, and she starts running her mouth and fucking saying weird shit, and fucking just pissing you off, fucking doing just fucking irking nerves. Okay. Just hold your breath. Like, don't hold your breath. Like, hold your tongue. Don't say a fucking thing. You just glare at the bitch. You give her a fucking look, and you fucking make sure she sees your fucking eyes. If she don't fucking stop, let your face go red. And you drive right past where your destination is. You find your first fucking U-turn, and you turn that fucking truck around. You take her ass either back to her house or somewhere safe, like a Walmart or gas station that has cameras. Okay. It'd be probably safer you just take back to the house. Okay. But when you get to the house, you don't say a fucking thing on the drive there. You don't fucking answer her. You keep your fucking mouth shut. You get out of the truck. You go around the fucking truck quickly. You open that fucking door. You reach over her. You unbuckle that fucking seatbelt. And you pick her ass up and put her down gently. Don't fucking throw her. Don't yank her out. Don't fucking scream at her. Just fucking scoop her ass up, whichever way you need to, and get her out of the truck. You set her down on her feet. Don't fucking say a goddamn thing. You get back in that fucking truck and you leave. Okay? If you don't, the little things that are eating at you are literally going to fucking build resentment against that person. Okay? Don't bottle that shit up and don't allow it to happen. Nip that shit in the ass now before it gets worse. Okay? And that whole thing was for everybody. The audience and my kids, all my kids. That is just an example. Okay? I'm not going to say it the way I said it to Noah, because it probably sound offensive. Okay? Guys talk. Guy talk. I really don't have anything else for us today. 24, 25 minutes. Me doing these videos is a great example of letting go. Okay? Once you let go and you've done the healing work in here, okay, you have the calmness and level-headed ability to talk about things and talk about your own experiences without getting too upset, okay? You all know there's certain things that still upset me and I tear up. Or I get fucking belligerent, fucking pissed off, and start cussing real bad. When you feel that comfortable, your true authenticity comes out, okay? And you can't hide that, and you can't pretend it. Everything I do on camera is me, okay? You can't fucking pretend to do what I do, okay? I stutter when I read. I can't pronounce fucking big-ass fucking words that well. Even though I'm fucking studying psychology and those fucking words are like on the fucking page. But I still enjoy doing this because my motivation are all 7 of you. All 7 of you kids. That's my motivation. Because I love you. I want you to learn. I want you to see me on a regular basis. I want you to hear my voice. Because in one case, that young man is 25 years old and he's never met me. I bet he acts just like me and Noah. And the rest of you had only a tidbit of me in your life, and some of you can't even remember. You were so young. Resentment can build up as a child against me. And that's why I make these videos. I'm constantly trying to reach out. I know I sound like I'm bugging people, but dad reaching out is not a bad thing, okay? And mom telling you not to fucking talk to me is a fucked up thing. That builds resentment here with me and in your head. It does. So, there's so many different examples of what could cause the trigger to resent something or someone. Person, place, or thing, or event. Just self-analyze your own life. Look at what's happened. And do you still have angst or bitterness or hatred or even fear about a person, place, or thing, or event in your life? You got resentment towards it. Okay? It is only when you've done the healing work that you can talk about your traumas calmly and relaxed and have the motivation and the courage to speak your mind from your heart. Okay? So let's just go ahead and end this one. This was just a quick little thing. I just want to express my heart to my kids and to anybody else who's listening. Let go. Don't bottle it up. You let go and move forward and keep growing and becoming a better person. Okay? I love you, kids. I miss you. And I'll see you again soon. Later.